Alright, in this video I'm going to be changing the cams. Hot cams, I hope, as long as it doesn't look like it's going to be that difficult. I'm going to be putting the Cylinder Works big bore kit in. I've already removed the gas tank, seat obviously, air filter, and I've loosened the subframe. Torx bolt here, same on the other side. Loosen them up. Loosen the Torx bit here. Like I said, gas tanks we've removed, radiators I removed because I was wanting to try and straighten them some. Coolant hoses both sides. Loosen the subframe so you can actually pull the throttle body. If you loosen this clamp, when you lift the lift the subframe, it'll actually pull that off and you loosen it. In addition, I'm going to take this bracket that holds the engine out, and after that I'm hoping that it's free. Like I said, I also got to pull the spark plug or the plug wire, the sensor off the side. As you see, the exhaust is being removed so the head's free. Goal is to get the head free. All right, that's going to be it. I'll continue as I go. Okay, so I have it loose, everything uncovered. Basically, I'm right at the point where I'm going to take the valve cover off the head and take a quick look. Essentially, everything's loose, throttle body's off. I've cleaned the top off best I can as far as getting that stuff out of the way to give me some room. I'm hoping that the head will actually come off while its engine's still in the bike. Exhaust off, coolant off. I think I'm ready to go. I'm gonna take the valve cover off next. All right, valve cover off. Bolts to hold the sprockets on are removed. I'm going to show you what the manual showed as far as there was a keyway or a slot and alignment pin on each cam. This is the intake cam. You can see the alignment pin. And this is the exhaust cam. You see the alignment pin as well. So when I press the sprocket off on the hot cams, I take the alignment pin out of the existing cam, factory cam, and place it on the hot cams. And then with the cam gear slid on, it should be timed. As you see, I've got it approximately timed here. I did check it off camera and see if it was off timing or aligned, and it is aligned. I've just moved it since. So hopefully this will help people out in the future. They'll be able to see that, hey, the cam at the time of 250SXF cams, there's an alignment pin. Make it much easier, at least feel better going into it. Okay, so I'm up to the point of where I have the cam mounts, cam guides, cam buckets, cam cradle, whatever we're going to call it, off the motorcycle. Exhaust cam has decompression spring, intake cam. Also, if you notice, there's this groove on the bearing that basically aligns the bearing and holds it in place into the cradle. We see a slot here, so I need to make sure I get that back in the right place. Actually hold it as I assemble it. There's the factory chain tensioner, cradle. See the finger followers hanging down. And over here, I've tied the timing chain to one of the mounts on the bike. That way I easily can move it. You can see the shims that exist in the valves up top. I haven't removed them yet. I did do a quick check, and this intake is very tight. Basically no clearance on it. So yeah, getting ready to pull the head, and probably once the head is off, I'll just call this part one of the big bore and HotCams replacement. Alright, this is the final part of my adding the big bore and HotCams to 2011 KTM 250SXF. You can see that I now have the piston out, cylinder off, rings you can see, and there's my old cylinder on old head removed. So it's going to end part one. I have to wait on some parts to come in before I can continue till part two. See ya. Alright, in this video it's going to be part two of the big bore kit and HotCams install. As you can see, I have removed the piston, and now I'm going to weigh them just because I'm curious to see what the difference in weight is. Alright, so stock piston, pin, circlips, 201 grams. Vertex big bore cylinder works piston with rings, pins, and clips. 220 grams. So 20 grams difference. Next, I'm going to do different bores, or cylinders I should say. Alright, so stock one 727, 728, big bore. Wow, 658. So I guess overall I'm actually going to lose weight doing this swap. But I'm going to show you the side by side, the two bores side by side. I am not going to bother to mic them to see the difference, but you can definitely tell the difference in thickness. Let's see, I'm guessing what, 2 millimeters by, I have to do the math on the piston size, but anyway, yeah. So there is some weight savings.